Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 26th of April for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be delighted if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. This means every time I launch a video, you will get a notification from YouTube. Also, if you would like to discuss your personal situation in an in-depth way with me, please check out the link beneath this video and you can see my testimonials. Or if you'd like to ascend above Zodiac sign horoscopes and embrace more serious astrology, you can do so in an affordable way with my reports. And also please see the link below. You can get a year's forecast and a character analysis and get 30% off. Hello Cancer and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 26th of April. This week sees a collection of energy in the sign of Taurus, very influential. Now Taurus for you is all about how you interact with others, how you network, it's how you plan for your future, it's your higher values, it's very Aquarian. On the other side of the heavens, the full moon on Tuesday is in the dramatic and passionate sign of Scorpio. Now for you, that's a gorgeous location. That's your fifth house where you're thinking about the things that really bring you innate pleasure, whether it's socializing, whether it's being very creative, whether it's enjoying the activities of your children if you have them. But the full moon can of course bring issues to the surface that we may need to look at. And I think for you, there could be some kind of sudden change that comes into the picture about your future, because Uranus, the planet of surprises, is very close to the Sun and it's opposite the position of the full moon, but it's also square in Saturn, and Saturn is in the sign of Aquarius. And for you, that's all about the 8th house. That's very psychological, it's about transformations, and it can be in a more practical way about long-term finances, anything to do with investments, pensions, property transactions. And if there is something about your future that's being inhibited because of the practical side of those finances, then that could be quite frustrating this week. But in actual fact, we have Mercury and Venus in this area forging a beautiful link. If there is someone you really feel a sense of connection with, maybe it's around a shared interest or hobby, maybe it's around a cause or your principles, then you can really connect very deeply, as long as there is a practical reckoning between you that works. So if you encounter someone who's very idealistic this week, you may actually really admire them for that, but not find it quite so easy to invest yourself into that relationship if you don't feel they're being very realistic. So that realism is very important. It's also very important as far as your longer term relationships are concerned, because Pluto, the planet of change and power, which has been in your sector of relating and also relationships since 2008, goes into a retrograde on Tuesday, which will last till the 5th of October. So the planets generally are always helping us to realign where we can find the greatest amount of balance. So I think what Pluto's asking you to do over that period of time is to think very carefully about your own attitudes to how you interact with others, just how harmonizing are some of those contacts. You know, is power being applied or received in a proportionate way? That might be something that you consider with this retrograde. But with Uranus in the mix on this particular full moon, one of the things you may decide to do is just change things around in terms of your time management. So if you have been denied the opportunity to be more playful and sociable and mix and mingle like many of us have, I think this could be a full moon that really pushes you out the door and gives you an appetite to have those connections. But if you're in a part of the world when perhaps that's been less of a problem, you may be thinking about who you want to spend time with or the activities that you want to do, and therefore that could see you making some modifications so the future plans you have are not being challenged too much by your individual activities in the here and now.